Hi, it's Miss Catherine. Welcome. And do you know what time it is now? Story time. So we have a couple of books left over from yesterday that we're going to dive into. Don't Wake Dracula. This is an early reader that you can get at your local library. So let's dig in. The sky was blue, the sun was bright, and a nice breeze blew. "Isn't this great?" Vampira said. "It sure is," said Wolfie. "It is the perfect day to fly a kite," Frankie said. Frankie was right. It was a perfect day to fly a kite, but we don't have kites, said Vampira. As they entered Castle Dracula to gather supplies, Vampira whispered, "My dad is sleeping. We can't wake him." "Got it," Wolfie whispered back. "Don't wake Dracula." They crept into Vampira's room and found construction paper, tape, crayons, and markers. They got long spools of string from Vampira's Aunt Moonflower. "Remember," she said, "don't wake Dracula." "We'll be super quiet," said Vampira. "Now all we need are some sticks," said Wolfie. "I'll bet we can find plenty of them in the gloomy woods." It did not take them long to find just the right sticks. They each made their kite frame by crossing their sticks together. When they secured the sticks with string and tape, "Now we need to design our kite," said Frankie. They cut their paper into diamonds. "I'm going to draw a dragon on my kite," said Frankie. I'm putting colorful polka dots on mine," said Wolfie. "And I'm drawing bats," Vampira said. Once they finished decorating their paper kites, they taped them onto their wooden frames and tied their strings to the middle of the sticks. They were ready to fly their kites. "How about a contest?" Wolfie asked. "The kite that goes the highest is the winner." "You're on," said Frankie. "My bat kite is going to go the highest," said Vampira. They unspooled a bit of their strings, and the breeze lifted the kites into the air. Wolfie's polka dots danced, Frankie's dragon ripped, and Vampira's bat fluttered. The kites passed Vampira's balcony. They sailed by Dr. Frankenstein's lab. They rose higher and higher until... "Hey," grumbled a deep voice from high above. "What's the big deal?" "Who's waking us up from our nap?" said another voice. "Oh no," said Frankie. "I think our kites woke up the gargoyles." "And the gargoyles are very loud," said Wolfie. "They might wake Dracula," Vampire said. Two gargoyles swooped down from atop Castle Dracula, where the junior monster scouts stood. "Don't you know it's rude to wake someone from a nap?" asked one of the gargoyles. "We didn't mean to wake you up," said Wolfie. "We were just having a contest," said Frankie, "to see whose kite could fly the highest." "Could you please keep it down?" asked Vampira. "Dracula's trying to sleep." "Like we were?" said the gargoyle. The gargoyles grumbled and glared. "Maybe it was time to wake up anyway," said the second gargoyle. "It has been a week." Vampira had an idea. "Dracula will be waking up soon." But they had to keep the gargoyles quiet until then. "How about you join the contest?" Vampira asked. "We'll see who can fly the highest, our kites or you. But we have to be quiet." "You're on," said the gargoyle. "No one can fly as high as a gargoyle," said the other. Vampira grinned. "Give me your kite strings," said Wolfie and Frankie. "Ready when you are," she said. The gargoyles spread their wings and launched into the air. They soared higher and higher. Vampira's kite flew to the top of Castle Dracula, but still the gargoyles climbed higher. Vampira unspooled the rest of the string, and all three kites fluttered with the clouds. but still not as high as the gargoyles. I said that. Hear that? Wolfie asked. I don't hear anything, said Frankie. Exactly, said Wolfie. Good plan, Vampira. These gargoyles are so high up that even if they made a sound, nobody would hear them. Suddenly, Dracula appeared at his window. He gave a long stretch and a yawn. The junior monster scouts gulped. I just woke up from the most wonderful nap. Thank you for being quiet, Dracula yawned again. The junior monster scouts sighed with relief. What are you kids doing? Asked Dracula. Just playing kites, Dad, Vampire answered. That sounds fun. Oh, look, gargoyles. I'm surprised they're awake, Dracula said. Hmm. The junior monster scouts chuckled. They might have woken the gargoyles, but they certainly did not wake Dracula. And that is the end of this early reader graphic novel. Well, this early reader, it wasn't a graphic novel. It had a lot of pictures. Don't wake Dracula. Bye, friends.